I've mentioned in a couple videos that I sometimes get this horrible feeling that with season 19 of Sister Wives, we are watching the prologue of a Dateline special. Watching Kody devolve right before our very eyes has been disconcerting for years, but he always used to care a little bit about his public image. And now it's clear he doesn't give a flying fart what people think about him. All he cares about is keeping the show chugging along, getting ratings. Off the show, Kody has saddled himself with a couple $1 million in mortgages, so he is under an enormous financial strain, and the pressure is really on to keep the show going at all costs. Ever since the move to Flagstaff and with the pandemic, we have watched Kody and Robyn isolate themselves in their home, and they've separated themselves and Robyn's kids from the rest of the family. Nobody's mental health thrives in isolation, and Kody is certainly no exception. What I feel like I'm witnessing now is actually really disturbing. I feel like Kody is building a gilded cage around his last wife standing to keep her as isolated as possible. And because Robyn is so materialistic, I wonder if she's noticing what's actually happening here. What I see in this teaser that was put out for this upcoming episode of Sister Wives is Kody employing so many manipulative tactics in order to keep Robyn in line. And I am concerned by what I'm watching. We have a lot to talk about. Let's get into today's video. Hey everyone, what's up? It's Sarah and welcome back to my channel. Alrighty, we are embarking on episode 8 of season 19. That means we are 2 months into a projected 6-month season. And so far, I will say I am whelmed by season 19.
I know you can be overwhelmed and you can be underwhelmed, but can you ever just be whelmed? I think you can in Europe.
By this point in season 18, we already had the tell the world fight at Janelle's, and then we had something to talk about for the next 19 episodes. So we were fed. Right now, we are hungry. We are feasting on regurgitated conversations about Mary's breakup. And no offense to Mary, but we as a fandom pretty much made peace with the demise of Kody's first marriage like 10 years ago. All right, I'll start talking about the Browns as actual people now and not characters because unlike Kody, I refuse to divorce these people from their humanity. The reason why I'm not completely underwhelmed by season 19 so far is because there are really interesting layers of deconstruction happening with the family members, and that is something I do want to hear about from the Browns, then obviously talk about with you all. While I don't find Mary's double D divorce from Kody quite as jaw-dropping as when Christine left, I am very fascinated by learning where all the Browns stand as far as their religious convictions, and I'm also finding it quite interesting watching Kody pick and choose what religious principles fit in with his narcissism and what he will just ignore because it doesn't serve him. In episode 8, we will see Kody celebrate his 55th birthday, and I have to use quotes around celebrate because the mood doesn't resemble anything I would call jovial.
I remember 5 years ago on my birthday thinking, okay, I'm halfway through. What do I want to do for the rest of my life? What do I want to be for the rest of my life? Last night, I was up late with Robyn. We were having a discussion about our values. I've lost a sense of direction for my life. There's a struggle that I have had because I had this big picture that got shattered, but I have a safe, kind, and sweet place with my wife, Robyn. And then I have tons of guilt because I'm not more involved with everybody else that's out there.
Right off the bat, I find it alarming seeing Kody fully separate his families into 2 categories. He has the kind, safe family at Robyn's, and everyone else out there in the scary unknown. You bet your ass Kody and Robyn are using language like this, like safe and kind and light, when talking about home in front of her kids. And they're using words like scary and dangerous when talking about the outside world and the rest of the family. And I am positive that that is contributing to the divide between the siblings and why we don't see Robyn's kids at any family events. Kody has had his big picture shattered. Well, who shattered it? Kody has this inability to take accountability that honestly should be studied. As Gabe pointed out a couple episodes ago, when he revealed Kody's attempt at making amends with him, that Kody's attempt was telling Gabe that he forgave Gabe and wondering if Gabe had anything to be sorry for. And Gabe was like, forgive me. Forgive me for what? Cut to Robyn in this teaser, who lets us know that living with Kody has been a real struggle lately.
Kody's been a very angry, upset, very lost person the last few years. I have to recognize it for what it is. It's just him in a painful place, and him in a place of fear that I will leave him to.
Robyn tells us that Kody is living in a state of fear that she is going to leave him too. What does that look like at the McMansion? This is actually disturbing to me, you guys. What does living with Kody in a state of fear look like? What is that experience like for Robyn and her kids? From her body language here, it seems like she is straight up not having a good time. The entire family has fallen apart. Robyn has played a huge part in that, there's no doubt about it, but I am sure that she witnesses Kody ranting and raving on the daily. And she's not the only one. I mean, hello, we all remember the fact that Kody proudly recounted a time that Ariella said she hated Christine.
We just weren't in love.
This is not a healthy environment for anyone, and now Robyn is telling us that Kody is laying a guilt trip on her about her possibly leaving too. I hate to break it to anyone that truly believes Kody and Robyn are endgame, but Robyn leaving is not a question of if she's going to leave, but when. This relationship simply is not sustainable. It's not healthy, and we are already seeing indications that it's falling apart. Already this season, Kody has told us that he routinely disregards Robyn's opinions. And he blamed Robyn on camera for why he tried to stick it out with Mary for so long. Hearing Robyn reveal that behind the scenes, Kody is paranoid about her leaving him and seeing them purchase this enormous home to further isolate themselves in, a home that has everything you need to never leave it. Like, you can literally zip line there on the property if you wanted to. It honestly makes me really concerned that Kody's mental health is just really unraveling even more. We have seen this progression, or rather devolution, with other high demand groups and with other high demand group leaders. Love Bomb tell you get the buy-in of the most fervent followers, Robyn and her kids, weed out any possible defectors, the rest of Kody's family, isolate your loyals, buy yourself a compound, literally a mega home that has multiple structures on the property, and manipulate the emotions of your last standing followers to guilt them into never leaving you. How many times have we seen this same story end in catastrophe? I mean, I really hope I'm wrong, and I'm not trying to be an alarmist here, but I've watched way too much true crime over the years to not point out all of these similarities. It is really concerning to me. Let me know your thoughts on this latest teaser down in the comments. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to my channel. Check out my second channel, Sarah Spills. A link for that will be in the description of this video. Follow me on Instagram, Threads, X, and TikTok at Reality Squad, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Take care. Have a good one. Much love.